In about 3 days, From Software's new game, Elden Ring Nightreign, will be releasing, and I will absolutely be playing it. I will be trying to make some videos about all the stuff that I experience in the game, and hopefully have a good time with friends that I play with. But I do have some concerns about how the content will hold up compared to like FromSoft's previous games, because obviously it's more of like a light release. It's kind of like just a random drop, just to give the fans like extra content and stuff to like experience, because most people are already done with the DLC if they played it, and if not, they can go play it. But that's basically everything for Elden Ring, and all of a sudden, during the Game Awards last year, we saw Nightreign, the trailer, and we got to see all the gameplay. We got to see a couple bosses, and we got to see that there's going to be some returning bosses from the Dark Souls games, and some references from the Dark Souls games, and Bloodborne and stuff. So I think that's going to be really cool. I think the gameplay looks amazing. It's more fast paced. People say Battle Royale or Extraction, whatever you want to call it. But it looks fun. However, I do kind of have concern about how the content will hold up. Like I said, I feel like after like a couple weeks or so, it will kind of die out. But at the same time, they did say they will have DLC later coming in like the quarter 4 of the year. So there will be more bosses, new characters to play around with. I just kind of fear that this game will die out quicker, which honestly I kind of see. It's a lighter game. It's not like a big open world game like Elden Ring. It just uses the Elden Ring engine and tries to revamp a lot of the bosses from the previous games and some of the reused bosses in Elden Ring, which is fine. Some of the reused bosses I don't really care for, like the Demi-Human Chief, whatever it's called. The Briar Knights are cool. Some of the Tree Sentinels are kind of cool, but all I saw from the gameplay was a lot of reused bosses that no one really cared about. I did see Dancer of the Boreal Valley. I thought that was pretty sick. They're gonna have Centipede Demon, Duke's Dear Freya, hopefully Nameless King. I haven't seen anyone fight against Nameless King in like actual gameplay. I just saw it in the trailer. So they are going to be bringing back bosses from the old games, and I think that's going to be really cool. And that's really the main reason why I'm getting this, is because I get to fight not only Elden Ring bosses, but I also get to fight them in this like new revamped state in this game, and I think that's going to be really sick. I don't know how this game will hold up after like a month. I feel like it will just kind of die out. It definitely won't be FromSoft's best title. It might rank down a bit compared to some of their other games, but it still will be like a fun game if you play with friends and stuff, and you like progress and you get really good at it, and you just get through all the nights super fast, and you do like tons of damage, and you level up quickly. It sounds fun the way it is, the roguelike elements and upgrading and the progression. It looks really cool, and it looks really fun. So I'm excited. I'm going to play it. I'm going to make videos on it, on like all the bosses I fight and all the places I go to, whatever. I'll upload those to this channel. I don't know if I'll end up enjoying it a bit after like a week or so. I mean, I hope I do. I want to get through everything, and then I hope I can just continue to progress and feel like I'm earning something more, because this game I feel like is mostly made for people who like boss rush games. Like basically, it's an Elden Ring mod, but they made it into something more official and something more interesting. Not just like loading into a boss fight and going to it. It's like you actually have to run around. You have to progress in this new way in an Elden Ring like world or island, whatever it is, and just progress as you go with your friends, and just constantly try to get through the night and defeat the boss at the end of it. Then go to night 2. Defeat that boss, and then you'll fight the final boss, which all the final bosses seem to be new characters, new bosses, which is awesome. I like that we get to learn like new characters and like how we have to fight them. I saw the dragon, the what was it, Fisher of the Fog. It kind of reminded me of Seath, but actually like a dragon, and it actually got to like fly around and like cover the area with ice and stuff. I thought that was really sick. Tricephalus, the Cerberus boss, the 3-headed dog, wolf, whatever, that looked kind of cool. That was the only 2 I saw for like actual gameplay, but I also saw the Dark Drift Knight, the Gaping Jaw, and there was an insect boss, I think, and there was also another one that was kind of reminiscent of the Moon Presence from Bloodborne. Those were all like the main ones that we get to see at release, at least. I think that'll be really cool to learn. and I think it'll be fun, and I'll definitely be playing with friends. I just hope it holds up like any other FromSoft game for a while at least. You know, like there's gonna be a lot to do, but like once we're done, I just hope I don't just consider it like just a trash like game. I want to like enjoy it like any other FromSoft. Maybe not as much, but you know, something I can consider good, like a 7 out of 10. You know, I don't want to just call it a shit game because it doesn't have as much as the other games. It's not as big. I mean, it's gonna expand probably with updates constantly, and then the DLC with other bosses and characters. I hope that's all good. I hope that's all great. I hope it holds up. I'm just skeptical on what the future is after the first couple of weeks, and I hope the bosses are like interesting. I hope it's not just a bunch of reused bosses. I hope they add more of just previous bosses. I hope they make like a playlist or like one of those like runs you could do, but it's like strictly Dark Souls bosses for like maybe all the games, maybe separate games, and like just kind of incorporate those. I feel like that would be a lot cooler, like a Dark Souls themed run, you know, like through all the 3 nights, and then you fight like the Nameless King in the final night, but then all the other ones are like bosses we've seen before, like Vort, Pontiff, or fucking Yorm. I don't know. I feel like that would be really sick to see. I don't know. I don't want to be disappointed as much, because when I first saw this game, I first saw the trailer, I was excited because it was a FromSoft game, obviously, and it was Elden Ring. A lot of people thought it was Elden Ring too, but I immediately recognized like the landscapes and all that, and I was like, this looks like Elden Ring. And then I saw all the content. I thought it was fucking cool. I saw Nameless King, so I was like, oh, we're getting Dark Souls bosses in this. And after a bit, I was just kind of like, well, like, I feel like it's gonna be like a lighter game because they just released a fucking DLC. They still they're planning on making an Elden Ring movie. If you guys haven't seen that, they announced that a couple days ago. Alex Garland is directing it, so that will be cool, but we probably won't see that for like 2 or 3 years. I don't know. But this is basically the last of what they're probably going to do with the Elden Ring IP. From what we know, the movie and this game are like the last things we know, and I think Miyazaki is retiring and handing his ownership to someone else, or director role. I don't know, but I mean, I'm excited for all the stuff coming to Elden Ring. I just hope, again, that Nightreign holds up to some good expectation, and it can rank highly among FromSoft's best games. Maybe not all the way, but you know, something to always like come back to and just play. Not like Fortnite, but you know, always have updates and always giving like just random bosses, like maybe every month give like 5 new bosses or something, like from the older games. I feel like that would just be cool, and I think that'd be fair because they just have so many cool bosses that I think would work well in this new setting and this new game mode. So yeah, I'm excited. I will be releasing videos when the game comes out, and yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.